Hello, my name is Tyler Chauvin. I'm with Treo. It's a craft cocktail bar in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I'm here to show you today how to make a Ramos Gin Fizz. This cocktail is native to New Orleans. It was created in 1888 by Henry C. Ramos. It wasn't until 1935 when the Roosevelt Hotel, and the Sazerac bars more specifically, trademarked the name the Ramos Gin Fizz. We will be using gin, orange flower water, lime, lemon, simple syrup, heavy cream, and egg whites to create the base of this cocktail. To start with, you create 1.5 ounces of gin. It's really important that you use jiggers during every step of cocktail creating in order to ensure that you get consistency and accuracy when mixing your drink. You want to make sure to use 1/4 ounce of lime juice. Both of these juices are fresh squeezed. You're also using 1/4 ounce of lemon juice. 3/4 ounce of simple syrup, which can be made in the kitchen in your bar. You want to do 1 ounce of egg white. And 3/4 ounce heavy cream. The heavy cream and the orange flower water is what separates this cocktail from a regular gin fizz that you may be familiar with. You want to add just enough ice to the drink to make sure that you can shake it, and the key to this drink is shaking. It typically takes about 90 seconds worth of shaking in order to get the egg whites to really meld with the rest of the cocktail, which creates the fluffiness that we'll see at the end of the cocktail. When you put just a small amount of ice in here, it's also a really good indicator if you're busy that to know when you stop hearing the ice rattling in the shaker, then you know that the cocktail is ready to be poured out. So I'll start shaking. Okay. So we're nearing the end of shaking. As you can tell, the ice has melted significantly within the cocktail, which is a really good indication that the cocktail is ready to be poured. You definitely want to take a second to let it rest. This is, again, it's kind of just letting the egg whites really take shape within the cocktail. So you will take your strainer, and the key with this is to start low with the shaker and gradually come up higher with it. This, again, is helping with the actual formation of the egg whites in the cocktail. Okay. Again, letting it rest for a moment will only help with the egg whites. So as you can see, the cocktail is already starting to create a nice, rich, creamy texture. So in order to get it to rise to the top of the glass, we're going to use soda water, and that's going to react with the egg whites to help it really create this beautiful dome on the top of it. So much like pouring the cocktail, you want to start slow with it. Come up high with it. It makes a bit of a mess, but it's absolutely worth it. I would let it rest again for just a moment. You can see the top of it starting to grow again. Just come back up with your soda. In the end, see it's still growing. You want to finish off with your 6 dashes of orange flower water. And a straw. And for the finishing garnish, it just calls for a very thick orange twist. So you can create that with any paring knife. And there is your Ramos Gin Fizz.